guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be working with embroidery. I'm going to be using my multi-needle embroidery machine, my Ricoma EM1010. And also I'm going to be working with sewing. I'm going to be sewing some scrunchies. I'm going to be participating on my first market in August, but I need to get ready ahead of time because it's my first time and I'm working on several things that I'm going to sell or plan to sell. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to start with the embroidery first, and then I'm going to move the camera and start the process of cutting the fabric. And I'm going to be giving you a little explanation on how do I do my scrunchies, okay? So guys, the first thing we're going to do is hoop the shirt. See you in a little bit. I'm going to be using my Hoop Master and my 8x13 Mighty Hoop. Also, I'm going to be using this t-shirt. It's a size extra large Gildan t-shirt and my cutaway stabilizer. I'm explaining this for those who are new to the channel and have not seen how this is used, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place the back of the hoop in here. Oops. Okay. Then I'm going to put my stabilizer, in this case, cutaway stabilizer. And then I'm going to place the shirt. And this is not only for t-shirts. You can use this for a lot of other items that you want to hoop. Not only t-shirts, you can use to hoop blankets, towels. I mean, I use it for a lot of other things other than t-shirts. Okay. So I make sure that the shirt is centered, meaning that the seam of the shirt is touching this border in here. Okay. And already place a tape where I want the design to start, and I want the design to start from here down. That will give me 4 fingers down. You can use anything. Some people iron the shirt ahead of time to make a line. I used to use a little sticker, but now I just use a piece of tape. And we're gonna hook this baby. There you go. If you are planning to buy some Mighty Hoops, I have a code below on my description box that will allow you to buy the Mighty Hoop and get free shipping. All right, there you go. So this is ready. So let's take this out of here. And I'm gonna go ahead and see you at the embroidery machine, all right? I forgot to tell you that I'm gonna be embroidering a coffee font. I completely forgot to tell you that. So I am here. I have already traced my design and placed the colors. It's only 2 colors. So it's only the white goes first and then the golden color goes second. I make sure that I place it on AM because I need the machine to stop at the change of the colors, because once it stops doing the white, I have to place the foam, the embroidery foam. I forgot to show you this in the beginning of the introduction of the video. I'm using a embroidery foam because this is a puff design. Yeah, I'm gonna start the embroidery process, and I'm gonna go ahead and start getting ready to sew a scrunchie. And then when that's done, I'm gonna come back to complete the shirt, okay, and show you the end result. So let's start with this. Let me move the camera so I can show you the start, okay? Let me move the camera. So for this part, the machine is going to be running at 800 stitches per minute. And yeah, so we're going to get started. Okay guys, I'm gonna move the camera to the sewing machine. I'm ready to start showing you how I do my scrunchies. I'm gonna first cut the fabric and then we're gonna move to the actual sewing, okay? So I'm gonna bring you back to the embroidery once I finish doing the first scrunchie demonstration, all right? See you in a little bit. So I decided to use this fabric to start with, and I'm gonna do them in stages. I'm not gonna do them all at once, but I'm gonna do one so that you can see how I do them. I'm gonna use the burrito method. It's the one that most people use, and I will bring you back when I'm ready to start, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna separate these pieces and then I'm gonna do the last one in steps so that you know how I do the burrito method. Sorry, I moved the camera. So you saw me cutting the fabric together. I cut them together and did a stitching all the way across here to keep it this way. This is a width of 30 inches. You can go all the way to the length that you want your scrunchie to be. Same thing as the width. This is a 5-inch width, but if you want like an extra large scrunchie, you can take it as big as you want it in the width. All right, but this is 5 inches right here. So once I stitch this together, I'm gonna open it up like this part in here. Make sure that it's flat. You can iron it if you want to, but that's extra work. All you have to do is flatten it with your hands like this, and it will be straight, okay? It stays like that. This way, down. You can start anywhere, any place or anywhere that you want, okay? So the first thing that I'm gonna be doing, let me just move the camera a little bit so I can have more space to work. Place it anywhere in the area, no particular area. I like to lower it a little bit, you know? And then what you're gonna do is gonna fold. You're gonna fold this part in here and you're gonna leave this part out. You're gonna fold it in. You're gonna fold the other side the same way, inside. Okay. And then you're gonna do it one more time and one more time. This will keep this part of the fabric away from the stitching. Once you do that, You're gonna then take this part and meet with this other part. That is the wrong side of the fabric right here. You're gonna meet together, making sure that this stitching is gonna meet with this stitching, okay? At this point, this is in, you wanna keep it, this part, away from the stitching, all the way away. You don't want to stitch this part, okay? This is the meat of the burrito, and this is the burrito itself. You're gonna keep it inside like this, okay? This is the method that I use. Like I said, there's another method where you stitch the whole thing along and then you insert the elastic. I like this way better for some reason. And some people like it as well. So I'm gonna stitch here. I have it about 1/4 of an inch apart. So I have this part in here, which is the gut or the meat of the burrito, like I call it, and then you're gonna start stitching. Okay, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna start. Gonna back, always back stitch, and you're gonna start sewing. And I'm gonna keep going. And always pushing the gut inside or the meat inside. And then you're gonna start pulling from the inside down. Okay, I'm gonna pull the fabric out. See what I'm pulling? And this is what you're gonna do through the whole thing. Once you start stitching, sometimes if the fabric is thick like this one, you need to really like pull, you know, and pull and pull. See how it goes out? Then you're gonna stitch, keep stitching, making sure that again that the inside doesn't get to the stitching, okay? You don't wanna stitch that part. If you stitch that part, it's not gonna work. Gonna keep going. This little machine, I love it. It's I call it Janome. I don't know how you pronounce it in English. Janome, Janome, yeah, Janome. Little machine. I have had this machine for a while, like as an extra machine. I didn't need to get it. I have a Singer plus the SE1900 that come with the sewing machine as well. You can convert the machine between embroidery and sewing. But I saw this little machine. It's cute. I love the color. And sometimes I bring it with me to Puerto Rico when I travel. And I'm gonna stay for more than a week or so. I bring it with me, and that way I can do stuff over there, you know, just keep busy. So it's been with me for more than, I would say more than 5 years, maybe more. And I decided to use it, so I keep it, you know, in shape, moving all the parts because I don't use it that often, and I haven't done sewing that much lately. So I rotate between this one and the Singer. The SE1900 embroidery machine, I don't mind not using that one because I use it for embroidery. So I don't have to worry much about the SE1900, the brother. But this one, now and then I bring it down and, you know, use it. And I'm telling you, it's a very cute machine. So I'm gonna continue doing this, and when I'm reach the point that I want, I'll bring you back. I'm just gonna put it fast forward, and then we're gonna continue with the next step, okay? Okay, so I am approaching the end already. And you can keep the opening, that's up to you how wide you want the opening to be. I like keeping it not too big, you know, because we're gonna close later. So to me, I mean, This is like a good size opening. This opening is too big, so I'm gonna keep it as small of an opening. But again, that is up to you, okay? You have to have enough space to pull the inside out. So yeah, that's your decision on how big you want the opening to be. I'm gonna keep it maybe like 1.5 inches, but that's me. So I'm gonna go back stitch as I'm done. And once you're done, you're gonna take it off the machine. And then you're gonna start pulling the inside out. This little opening, you see I have this little opening in here. I'm gonna pull it out completely. And that's what I'm gonna do right now. It's kind of tricky on this area if the fabric is thick because it tends to want to stick in there, but you just work yourself out. You just work it out like that, pull the outside, pull the inside in, like that, you see? And we are almost done with this, people. And I'm done pulling, okay? So the next step is place the elastic inside. You go ahead and, work yourself out. This is the stitch right here, stitching. Just make sure that the fabric is completely, in place like that. You work with the fabric to make it flat. And this is all depends, again, like I said, on the fabric. This is a thicker fabric. If it's a satin fabric, I'm assuming, because I haven't tried it yet, that's the next thing I'm going to do. I'm assuming that all you have to do is just go like that and it will, it's easy to work with. But this one is a thicker fabric. Okay. All right. And this is what they call like an average size, medium size scrunchie. You can, like I said, you can make it big. Some people like a real big. To me, this is a very nice size for a scrunchie. Okay, so let me see. This is the opening right here. And this is the elastic. This is the width of the elastic that I used, like I showed it before. I got this from Walmart. I believe it was Walmart a while ago. If it wasn't Walmart, it was Amazon, because it's either or, I don't go to any other places to buy notions for sewing. So anyway, this is the elastic, and depending on the elasticity of the elastic is what you're going to choose the length. For this one, I tried it already once, and this is a good 6 inches for this kind of elastic. Some elastics are thicker than other, and you have to maybe cut it longer. Also depends on the length of the scrunchie. If you do like more than 30 inches, then of course you have to adjust the size of the elastic, making it larger. Also depend on the thickness of the fabric, okay? And yeah, so this is the elastic. There's not a rule of what kind of elastic or how width you want it. Some people like it wider, some people like it like this. It's up to you. You can either use a safety pin to do this part, okay? And you close it and then you put it in here and just thread it inside. Or I use this thingy. I have no idea how this is called, okay? I don't remember. I know that I saw someone use it and I liked it and I ordered it through Amazon. When I used to do tutus, this is what I used to thread the elastic around the waist. You see this clips in here and keeps it in place. So you're going to insert this. This is the way I do it. There are many ways of doing it. You don't have to do it my way, okay? You're going to insert this inside. And in order for me to make sure that this is not going to go inside, I'm going to go ahead, use my safety pin, and I'm going to, stick it in here. I just want to make sure that it's not going to move, because it had happened to me many times. You see, it keeps it like that, and then I can work freely without having to be holding the elastic in place while I'm doing this. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. I keep putting my hand in the way, and then I don't realize that you don't see what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is in, and this is already here, safe, stuck in there, so it doesn't move. And I'm gonna keep threading. I call it threading. I'm gonna keep, moving the fabric in. And I already reached in here. I'm gonna look for the tip, and voila. Now you're gonna do the same thing using a big safety pin. It is the same thing, same thing. This is to me make it easier when you have to do it many times, like in the case when I used to do a lot of tutus. I used to sew a lot of tutus, and also for this project, I'm doing a lot of them, so it makes it easier and faster. So once I'm done, I'm gonna detach this from here. I'm gonna open in the safety pin. I don't need it anymore. And then this is the end. I'm gonna put it together and open this thing. You're gonna lift this up from here. Okay. And I need to use my reading glasses because, yeah. Now you can either do the safety pin again to make sure that this is not going to move, because this elastic is very slippery. And it can just, move inside and you can lose the whole thing. So you can either use the small safety pin to make sure that that's not going to happen and you can work freely. Okay. So, okay, this is, so some people, what they do is that they do a knot at the end. I do the stitching first and then I do the knot, just because I want to make sure that this is not going anywhere. Okay, that's just me. This is, like I said, a way of doing it. You don't have to do it this way. This is Jenny's way. Jenny's my nickname, by the way. This is Jenny's way. Okay, you don't have to do it. So you're gonna sew it in, and then you're gonna back stitch, and then you're gonna go in there. Okay, that's just a safety measure that I do. I don't want to be doing something and all of a sudden the elastic just get loose inside, because I think knots sometimes they can get loose, And then I can take this off because I don't need it anymore, the safety pin. Okay. And then the next step that I do is to do the knot. You can do a knot or a double knot. It's up to you, all right? Did this start? So let me see. Oh, it came off. Let's do it again, people. For some reason, it did not did it all the way through. So I'm gonna do it one more time, just to make sure. That's just me. And I just went back and forth. Now I feel more comfy. All right. And then you do the knot. Okay. You notice you don't hear the embroidery machine going? I stopped it because between the noise of the sewing machine and the embroidery machine, it was too much for me. And you would not be able to hear me, even though I'm using a microphone. But it's pretty loud. That's why I stopped the embroidery. So I'm gonna take you back to the embroidery once I'm done with this part. And then all we're gonna do is finish the shirt. But I need a peace and quiet to do this and be able to explain, guys, what I was doing to you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna just need the excess if I don't need it right here. So I did one knot on top of the sewing, but again, you can do more than one knot. I've seen people doing up to 3 knots, but they don't do the stitching at the end. So now I have this in here, and I'm just gonna say bye-bye to elastic, go to your place, stay in your lane, and I'm going to then close the opening. Now, depending on the fabric that you have to pick a color of thread, and that includes the bobbin thread also, that is not gonna show. So you have to pick a color that is not gonna be that noticeable. This one, it has white in it, white color on the fabric design. So I'm gonna keep it in white, but if the fabric is like, say, black or navy blue, or like a very dark color, you have to try to choose a thread color that matches that, so it's not so obvious, okay? And again, the smaller the opening, the less noticeable is the stitching, okay? Some people do it manually and they close that in with the stitching inside the invisible stitch by hand, and then but that is a lot of work, especially when you're doing tons of scrunchies. People, I don't have time for that, you know? So this is the easy way to do it. So I'm gonna do a very, I would say maybe like an eighth of an inch, just as closer to the border that you can take it. This is what I'm gonna be doing, okay? Right. In other words, you don't want a stitch going all the way in the middle. You just want it very, very close to the border, as closest as you can get it. Again, that is my way. Reason why I keep repeating that is because sewing and any type of crafting, this is very personal, and each person has their own way of doing it, you know, and depending on how easy for that person. So you, with the time and your experience, you just find a way that it works for you, but that not necessarily work for other people. So that's why I keep saying this is my way. You all right? All right. Make sure that everything is nice and even. Fabric on the front, back and front is nice and even. And you notice I went back and forth to make sure that this is secure in there. No. And I'm done. And this is finished, people. Okay, so this is done. And then you do it like this, and you know, making sure that everything is nice and straight, and then you let it go. I just go around and make sure that there's no wrinkles inside the fabric. Just make it flat like this. Okay. Okay. So this is it. All right. And this is a scrunchie. And it's, you know, it's pretty big, in 5 inches. You can do your own scrunchies. You don't have to get it from the store. You just make it yourself. And that's it, people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue sewing these parts together so that I can go to the next step. And I'm going to put some nice background music like I always do. Okay? Okay. All right. This is just pretty. Look at how pretty it is. I love the way the fabric looks. So let me move the camera. Okay, guys, so now it's time to place the foam because the machine stopped, and I'm gonna place it right in the middle, right here, making sure that everything is covered. Okay. I'm gonna get some tape because it tends to move when I start embroidering and I don't want it to shift. So I'm gonna make sure that this baby is not gonna move. I'm gonna change the speed of the machine to get down to 550 just to be on the safe side. Okay, so let's start. And the first thing that is embroidering is like an ending that the digitizing does to make sure that the thread is not gonna unravel at the end of each letter. This part is gonna go real slow because let me get this closer to the machine. Let me get it so close in here. You're getting a closer look. This part is gonna take a while because you know the machine is going at 550. So I'm gonna just show a couple of steps on this one, and then I'm gonna fast forward so that you don't spend a long time watching this part because it's gonna go slow, okay? Okay, everybody, I am done. It's looking beautiful. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off the hood from here and I'm gonna move to the next step. Okay, so we're almost done. So I am back at East Morning. I didn't get to finish last night when I told you I was gonna get this finished because I came out with a big back pain and I couldn't even stand with a feeling pain. So I decided to go upstairs and chill a little bit and come back down to do it, but I didn't get to do it because I decided just to rest. Today is Friday morning and I'm gonna try to release this video tonight if I can edit the rest of it. And when I woke up this morning, I woke up to a nice surprise right here. Let me bring it. I got this in the front porch and it's from my husband. I mean, he's been out of business for a month now, almost for a month for business, all the way in the Midwest. And I guess he felt my pain last night and I was surprised with these nice tulips. They are just young, so hopefully they're gonna start opening because I just put them in water. But these are the little things that really make my day. I feel so happy, and yeah. So I wanna, in case he watched the video, thank you. I love you very much. Anyway, this is not about embroidery, but I just want to let you know these are the little things that really make your life happy. So these are the little things that brighten your days. I just wanted to share it with you. Anywho, also, I received a couple of packages that I ordered. In the last video, I showed you some shirts that I got. I finally got them over there by size and colors. Then I forgot that I didn't order enough black shirts, t-shirts. I ordered my t-shirts from Jiffy t-shirts because to me they always have extremely good prices. I'm not affiliated with them, or they don't pay me anything for saying that. But I have always gone back to them. I've gone to other places. I have a resale license that I can buy, resale. But the problem with that is that you have to buy a big amount to get a discount, and I am not about to be buying 10,000 shirts or 100,000 shirts. I'm just joking, but you know what I mean. I'm a small business and I don't need that many shirts. So when I go to Jiffy, I always get my shirts on a very good price. So I always take advantage of that. So these are my black shirts. I ordered 3 of each size, and I think in this order I added 2XL, which I didn't do with these ones. Black shirts sells a lot, so that's why I decided to order 2XL on these ones. Yeah, and I got this. They're a little bit wet because last night it rained a lot, and I did not receive a notification that they shipped them to me or anything. So when I go to the porch and I saw the flowers, I see the bag and it was soaking wet. Just a little bit wet on the corners, even though the plastic bags, I thought it was gonna protect it, but it didn't. So that's okay, they're gonna get dry anyway. And then I also got my order from Excellent. I've been ordering my rhinestone from Excellent. And yeah, I ordered opal rhinestones. You're gonna see me using them sometime this week on a video. I've been waiting to order opal from them, and they're always out because they order a lot. It's a very common wanted stone. So every time I go to the site, they're already sold out. So finally, I got them and I can't wait to use them. I never had opal stones before, so I can't wait to try them. Yeah, that's that. And so we're gonna get back to the shirt. All we have to do now is to detach the foam from it and then use my heat blower to set up the stitches. So I'm gonna bring the camera closer so that you can have a better view, okay? Let me move the camera around. I think this is good. Oh, and I forgot to also mention about the scrunchies. This is what I completed from my scrunchies between what I was doing the demonstration and last night. I finished this last night. Of course, I have to do a lot more. This is my first time doing scrunchies because I don't sell scrunchies. The reason why I'm doing them is because of the market that I'm gonna do, and I want to offer things that are very inexpensive for people to buy. So I decided to try scrunchies. I have satin fabric that I'm gonna do them on, and also I have other cotton light color fabrics. So this kind already done. These are like regular average size. I plan to do them also a little bit bigger for some of them. All right, that's that. I had this fabric with me already, so I'm gonna might as well just use them in scrunchies. These are satin colors that I have cuts of it and I'm gonna use, and these are the cotton, regular cotton fabric that I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do just a couple of each. I'm not gonna go crazy because I don't know if they're gonna sell or not. And this, like I said, this is just like an extra. Most of my market is gonna be like embroidered shirts, DTF shirts, tumblers, and mugs. That's all I'm gonna. Oh, and key fobs also. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be selling on the market. And again, this is gonna be all the way in August, but I'm gonna start getting ready now because I don't wanna be in a rush last minute. If I feel I'm gonna be in a rush, I am not gonna do it because I don't want to put more rush into my life, right? So anyway, so we have this in here. All we're gonna do now is separate it from here. And all you have to do is carefully, you're gonna be detaching the foam very carefully, okay? Remember, they're stitched onto the foam. You don't want to just jank it like that. You might mess up the stitching, okay? guys, this is it. They're gonna come and pick up this order tonight. It's a local order, so that's why I wanted it to finish early in the morning and have it ready, because I had to work on sublimation also. I had to sublimate 3 tumblers and 3 shirts. No, 2 tumblers and 3 shirts. And I wanted to get that done. Sublimation is a little bit faster for me of a process than embroidery, so that should not be an issue. So let me get you a good view in here. If you have any questions about the whole process, let me know down below. I will be glad to answer any questions. If you're new to my channel and you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, The Crafty Puerto Rican, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way I will notify you of all my future videos. Guys, if you have not clicked the thumb up and you like this content, don't forget to do so on your way out. I will see you soon. And also, if you have any questions about my Ricoma embroidery machine, there's a link down there that you can click and get all the information about the machine, or you can ask me and I can let you know, all right? Guys, this is everything for now. Until next time, bye-bye. Hasta luego.